Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you? Good, thank you. Just a cat is channeling the children and herself for no reason, which means he's doing bad things to me. I hate that. Can you stop doing that? He's not a nice person. He's not a nice entity. So why don't you ask me to perform a miracle for you instead of trying to wreck mine? Because what you're doing then is you're doing satanic cursing and stuff and blaring. Just ask me. Instead of doing something negative, ask me for something positive. I gee, you chocolate pudding. Please come here to the container. Hold it firmly, put it away from the phone. No, it's not him doing it. And don't lie. Spoon, please come here to the spoon. Put it away from the phone. So, that's such a mean thing. Oh, no, it's to Capricorn. So, when's like that? They say stuff. They used to say stuff like that. Oh, and it's not just Catholics and Protestants, it's sometimes other religions as well, or other groups. Claim that if your parents weren't married when you were conceived, if they weren't married when you were born, that you were damned, that you had no soul, you had no future, nothing good would ever happen to you. And they actually tried to make that stuff happen. Actually tried to make bad stuff happen to all of us. You didn't have married parents, or who were a child of somebody of a different religion other than Catholic and Protestant, like Hindu or Muslim or Buddhist or Jainist or anything. Yeah. So with them behaving like that, thinking like that, that's where the abyss came from. Or the torture and rape. And it was originally started by the Inquisition and psyops. Sometimes they still call themselves that. I know supposedly originally to check if somebody was worthy enough to be called a saint. But even in that context, it was abusive and criminal. But then they started doing it everywhere they went. So they weren't actually trying to help anyone, were they? No. And the fact that they thought that anyone who wasn't Catholic and Protestant, and their parents weren't Catholic and Protestant, and all the parents weren't married or another religion, was nothing and deserved to be abused forever. And this is part of their belief system. The Catholics and Protestants, that's what they believe. It just shows exactly how criminal, how sinful, how immoral, how bad and evil and corrupt those two religions are. Both religions, groups, terrorist groups, organized crime groups, hiding behind religion. So, don't think they're nice, will you? Don't join them. Well, if you join them, just don't see how you can. I don't see how anyone can, with good morals, with good, having any kind of conscience or heart or anything, join them. If they're still existing anywhere, anytime. Because they're still doing that stuff. So they actually abuse people, torture and raping, and all those children they've made by raping those women. Well, they weren't married to them. So according to their own beliefs, they're going to do that to their own children. Yeah. They claim that those people in positions are not allowed to marry, even if they find the right one that they're in love with, the most, and don't include most and respect. That's the way I would. They say they're not allowed to marry. And any child they have out of marriage and that they're only allowed to rape people, they're not allowed to have sex with them. They're actually not allowed to have sex with them. And they're actually taught to rape people. That's no good, no. Definitely no good. So, if you hear about any abyss going on, any psyops, any inquisition, any Catholic, any Protestant, by whatever name or by whatever or scourges or anything, please think down to your heart to me, Terry. Ask me for help, because if I can't help, I will be able to find someone who can. It's not just a local problem. They've been like this a while, and so stand up against them, because nobody deserves to be treated like that. All the stuff they do is against the rights that the United Nations say we all have. So that's United Nations, the intergalactic United Nations, which I feel I feel help make me. So into the rest of the community. Which is where it's like safety and food and good quality water and drinking, things to drink, and good housing, and rights to be able to look for employment and find employment and get paid for that employment, because that's another thing. They don't want us to be paid. That's not new, that's actually. See, that's why sometimes people can't even get unemployment some places. So that's probably why you're not getting a pension anymore. The other thing is that some of those places, a lot of people work, they pay taxes, so that they should, when they get old enough, be able to get on a pension and all that stuff. At least but they're not. Sometimes, recently they've been using the money from stuff like pensions and unemployment and stuff to buy weapons to try and blow up Osama or some different places, and it is that good. Same when they banged their head 2 days ago. Yes. I still got Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you for thank you. Connection. Group shouting in everything told you helpful point. Suppose they take over and self point. They need up their human relations. Cheerio people. Anyway, love you all and always have it on my life. And number 70 pounds and loving all of you. And if you always go clubs, you have a very